yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running around and trying to take the ball downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that's what we just saw there. Not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times we'll just run the ball. Especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quick.
So with it.
A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw.
So with it.
4 yards on that last completion. So
I think I got a trade-off in the defense.
Says you think you got what?
A trade-off that you can't resist.
What is it? What is it?
First round pick, the first pick in the draft. Yeah, Allen Hurns.
Nah, bro, I need somebody better than Allen Hurns, bro. You talking about my 99 speed nigga? The only 99 speed nigga in the game, right?
I mean, let me tell you something. I mean, if you want to round it, you got about 8, 99 around it. What you want for him?
Hold on, I gotta block this with field goal. And I missed it! Oh my fucking god, dude. That is a block. I hate that shit, man. I don't know you. You gotta let me see my team. Right now I'm playing this dude in another league. Bruh, this nigga got a quarterback. I swear he turned this nigga up, bruh. He the commissioner. But he 2-8. And he drafted a quarterback in the first round, but the quarterback is 91 speed like Lamar Jackson. I don't believe it though. 99 speed? I mean 91 speed? Bro, his agility, his and elusiveness, 89. So and in this league it's hella rules. So this nigga, so how he get away with doing the same ass shit, rolling out every play, throwing slants, he just pick a different play and then just have 2 slants.
You have a hard time with it?
No, I mean I'm winning. I should have just blocked the field goal. I'm winning 7-0. I just threw a pick on this nigga he just ran commit on 3rd and 1 and I tried to lob it up on a post route to Robbie Anderson. Nigga Teddy Bridgewater threw it just trash for a pick, even though he was burnt.
Oh, you playing Mary?
Yeah.
That Prescott is on 94.
Oh yeah, you serving.
Yeah.
I told them like they better watch out for you on that side. He might be getting them 0-3 Niners, bro, but he is not gonna lose, bro. He was like, all that nigga do is nickel blitz. I'm like, bro, all he do is mid blitz. I'm like, bro, I just beat what's that nigga name?
Who said that? Was that the Browns?
No, not the Browns. It's another nigga I just played. What is his name? Oh, I Am Smart. I think you beat him, and I was like, bro, he ain't no joke. I was like, nigga, and then I just played him in End of Days, and all the nigga did was slant, drag, and then crossing routes all day. All he did all day.
You remember the first when we first played each other? I did the mid blitz.
Yeah.
I've been doing. I wasn't really on YouTube. That was the first play I ran on defense when I first got the game.
I know it ain't. The thing is, I keep telling them like it ain't hella hard to get around. It's like you just can't do some of the normal.
This thing though, dude was hurrying up. You saw when dude said I watch YouTube.
Yeah.
The Browns. He was hurrying up after it was like 30 seconds left to go halftime. He was hurrying up. He was in that empty formation, shotgun like no running back.
Yeah.
His car. And I just kept doing a mid blitz. He got mad. I'm telling you, blocking 5, I'll rush a 6.
That's what I was telling them too. Like, bro, you can't play how you want to play against that type of blitz. You have to play like I don't know. I just told them you can't just do what they you want to do.
That's why Shane Ray might win. Well, he ain't gonna win the sack.
No, but you had like 5 sacks with him. I mean, but I keep telling them too, is like, you can't keep trying to expect to pass on this nigga all day if he doing the mid blitz. Like, you're gonna have to run the ball.
On that one drive, because he kept doing that with empty bunch.
Already know, and then I just played the best, and our game, he was just getting hella lucky shit. So we just played, and then hey, what's hecka funny is I got a safety, right, to go up 33-31. Boom. But before that, I pressed start, and I was like, bro, I got to go switch my line because my line ain't getting no pressure. I need to put Leonard because, like when you pick certain formations, Leonard Williams will go to the D tackle. And I was like, why the fuck is Leonard Williams going to D tackle? And I just couldn't get no pressure on the edge. So, then I switched it. Boom, 2 instant sacks with Solomon Thomas for the safety.
So, hold on, that's in the days.
Yeah, in the days.
Hey, this the first year of Slaughterhouse? Second.
I think it's the second year.
I was gonna say, we'll ahead the Cowboys. Thank you. That Prescott's on 94.
That is crazy.
They got a little receiver. You want this little 23-year-old receiver?
Nah.
He on 83. Quick.
To be real, I just got Mahomes. I just got him to 87 overall. I got player of the week, so for some reason he had 1 attribute point that I did practice. He had another one. That nigga 87 overall right now. So hopefully he do better because lately he ain't been doing shit for me. Shit. Like he been doing good, but no, I don't want Dak Prescott. Fuck that. I'm going with Mahomes, bro. 23 years old, young buck.
I wish I would have joined earlier so I can sign these folks. So I'm not going to contract. I had moved Byron Jones to corner.
That's smart. I got him in another league. He 91 overall, dominating with him. I had to broadcast this game because this nigga keeps saying, I mean, people don't like the pitch play. You know what I'm saying? At a single back. I mean, but I ain't doing it all the time. It's just if I catch you doing that foo-foo ass shit, I will take it.
Hey, these times all got held 90+ strength.
Yeah.
Okay, the Cowboy got a rookie D tackle. He on start, but he got 85 strength. 82 blocks. Come on, I tell you. Who the dummy in the league?
I don't know. It's a lot of them. To be real with you.
I'm taking all now. I cannot stand David Ayers. Sammy Watkins on the block?
Nah, none of them niggas on the block.
I want for you, Michael Thomas.
Bro, I don't
Somebody
know. I
won their
can't.
first pick though in the draft. I'm telling you, I'm blowing every game. I don't care. They
So
can
yeah,
blow me out
somebody.
7-0.
A lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
You might name the game of the week. That's the game of the week. Either second best or something.
I don't know. I think so. Maybe.
Oh,
Oh, you watching the broadcast?
yeah, I know about this.
I know. I gotta go turn off. I gotta go change the settings real quick. I mean, oh, in this league, you can't do the same plays over and over too. So this is why I like leagues like these. I find myself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 10 more there and another 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first down. He's got his guys a 1st down here. They'll look to throw here. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And now out come the Jets. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect. But as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A gain of 3, second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half. And
the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second down, Bridgewater. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 38.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. To throw is Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. On third down, Bridgewater. Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So that one will be accepted. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Here's Bridgewater. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he's got a Nunwa. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets, I guess visiting if you want to call them that in their home stadium, on top over the Giants. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA. Darius Stewart now on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of... And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
the 6.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Gone! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
3-19.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up second down. They'll set up a throw to Barkley on the check down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. He'll try to punch it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back to throw here. That's caught at the 3. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Santos with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do. No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They're going to look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Gun! Detroit! Push him back. Mike 10.
They'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. That's caught right side by Anderson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try the option on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hey. We got three. Three down. Go.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking for Shepard deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. That's taken on the 25. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best team. Defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he'll go down at the 28. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
10's a Mike. 10's
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Eluding the pressure right. Room here to run. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Avery Williamson able to get him for a loss of about 3. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it,
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away. He may try and run for, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, were the Giants able to recover? Yes! So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That escapes the sack. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Green 39. Gun. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. He started out having some troubles back in the 1st half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Desperation time on 4th down for Lauletta. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And this Jets offense continues to pour it on. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game. And the defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got 0 benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now it's the backup Lauletta. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
This is Golden. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Jets on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get wide now. Fire down, fire down. Get wide now. Set. Winnie. Get set.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Letting one go deep for a Enunwa. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Fighting his way through contact. He finds Beckham, complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles. What does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Chinese on the Regal. Chinese on the Regal. Set. 250. So Delta. I got a left. Single receiver. Single receiver. Set. 20. No.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. His throw incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Bridgewater. It's caught by Herndon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic. So Delta. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. So Delta.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey. 4 down. Check.
And they'll go on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 3rd down, that's McGuire. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm